Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. A span of time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Has there come upon man a span of time in which he was a thing unremembered?" Surah Al-Insan verse 1. You should know, dear seeker of God, that time, ad-dahr, is one of the disclosure sites of divinity. In a holy saying, Abu Hurairah, may God be pleased with him, relates that the Messenger of God ﷺ said, quote, God says, the child of Adam offends me by insulting time, for I am time. In my hand is the command. I turn night and day. Sahih Bukhari and Muslim. Now, if time is a disclosure site of divinity, the span, or the heen for its part, is a descent to the station of lordship, wherein the existence of the servant may be acknowledged. You should know that in the lamb of gnosis, at the disclosure site of the ha of identity, the lover becomes the beloved, and the speaker becomes the hearer, without connection or disconnection, but rather through the secret of the lamb of gnosis, and the secret of the glass that reflects in it all of the lamp's light, so that everyone thinks that the glass is the light giver. Just as the moon appears to the eye as a bright star, even though its light is none other than a reflection of the light of the sun. So the station of Lamul Ma'rifah is the station of complete absorption, wherein no noticeable trace of duality persists. It is a single human substance containing two spirits, one spirit for transmission and another for reception. For this reason, we began our discussion with the noble verse from Surah Al-Insan in order to bring the meaning closer to you. For the Shaykh at this station becomes a hidden meaning, accepting neither addition nor duality. Rather, he descends upon the disciple, manifesting in the, quote, span of time. Indeed, at this precious station, you become a descent of the Shaykh. He is the unseen, and you are the visible. He is transcendence, and you are immanence. He is the ink, and you the letter. Thereby, if destiny favors you, you become a thing remembered, when before you were a thing, but a thing that was unremembered. You are not remembered within the center of the divine presence, but now you are remembered therein, and you exist through its secret, subsisting through its essence. You belong entirely to him, and part of you has passed away in his essence. Nothing of you remains for yourself, and you witness of yourself none other than your Shaykh, just as Ibn Abbas, may God be pleased with him, used to look into the mirror and would see the image of God's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not his own image. You should know, moreover, that the extent of the span that one realizes is different from disciple to disciple, for each takes from the Shaykh to the extent of his capacity and his strength. The span we are discussing here is the moment of the spiritual opening, of which most of those in the spiritual retreat are barely aware. It is where union and the folding of heaven and earth occur for each disciple in accordance with the divine preordainment. Thus, in order to perfect this descent, you must be constantly attentive to the advice of the Shaykh and to everything he says, even when he seems to be speaking casually. For he does not stray from the truth because he is protected by God. So observe him in his states and deeds, and emulate him, and do not imagine that in doing so you are contradicting the revealed law. For what a difference there is between theory and practice of the law. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad, kama sallaita ala Sayyidina Ibrahim wa ala ali Sayyidina Ibrahim, وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد.